Every celebrity sells a story, but the people who work closest to them know the truth.
I got fired.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian's ex-assistant reveals why the mogul fired her.
Interview adjourned. Love you.
The late night breakdowns, the abuse, the secrets buried under NDAs.
Kate James, that's Amber Heard's former personal assistant, is the individual being questioned.
Tonight, we're exposing what happens when personal assistants stop protecting reputations and start revealing what fame really looks like behind closed doors. With approximately 11 million combined followers across her platforms, Meghan Markle transformed from cable TV actress to duchess to global lightning rod in less than a decade.
To witness the marriage of Henry, Charles, Albert, David, and Rachel Meghan.
She married into the British royal family, became one of the most polarizing figures in modern celebrity culture, and left the monarchy claiming media persecution and institutional racism drove her away.
They were willing to lie to protect other members of the family, but they weren't willing to tell the truth to protect me and my husband.
But palace walls have ears, and those ears belong to the staff. In 2018, formal complaints emerged from Kensington Palace, describing a work environment some staffers found intolerable. Jason Kanoff, the communications secretary, sent an email to HR alleging Meghan had bullied 2 personal assistants out of their positions and was undermining a 3rd employee's confidence.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle pushing back against bullying allegations. They are denying claims.
Multiple reports surfaced of staff members reduced to tears, early morning message barrages, and sudden departures. One former assistant described receiving incoherent texts between 2 and 4 a.m. on an almost daily basis. Another claimed being screamed at for requesting a raise.
Remember, Natasha Archer isn't just anyone. She's the woman who helped craft Kate's image from day one.
Meghan and Harry have consistently denied these allegations, calling them a calculated smear campaign timed to undermine their credibility before major interviews.
In a statement, the Duchess of Sussex said that she is the victim of a, quote, calculated smear campaign.
Some staff members mentioned in the original complaint reportedly asked for their allegations to be rescinded. Buckingham Palace investigated but never released their findings, keeping the truth sealed behind palace protocol. Yet reports fully claim there are full boxes of evidence against Meghan. This was published online. Quote, "The Duchess seems intent on always having someone in her sights. She is bullying X and seeking to undermine her confidence. We have report after report from people who have witnessed unacceptable behavior. More recently, allegations resurfaced from her American operation. Anonymous sources described a dictator in high heels who left grown men in tears. Her defenders pushed back hard, with loyal employees praising her leadership. But the pattern persisted across 2 continents, 2 operations, and years of headlines. Chatter online grew louder and called Meghan a victim, bully, and manipulator. OMG, she is a professional victim. She is a bully. She's an actress and not even a good one. Manipulator. The assistants didn't need to go public. Their silence, their sudden exits, and the leaked emails did the talking. And in the court of public opinion, that was more than enough to complicate the narrative Meghan had carefully constructed as the victim of institutional cruelty. But if palace staff shook the internet, the next assistant didn't just spark outrage, they helped decide the outcome of a global courtroom spectacle. Amber Heard commands around 7 million followers, but during her defamation trial with Johnny Depp, it was former employees who commanded the world's attention.
Very angry with me one day because I hadn't quite made it downstairs to put them in the garage when she came home, and she went.
Known for roles in Aquaman and a relationship that devolved into one of the messiest celebrity legal battles in history.
This was Opiate Johnny. This is a different version of him. This is
Heard's image as a domestic abuse survivor collided with testimony from people who worked for her daily. Kate James served as Heard's personal assistant from 2012 to 2015. In a videotape deposition played during the 2022 Virginia trial, James testified she never witnessed Depp abuse Heard, despite being around them constantly. She described Heard as verbally abusive, recounting an incident where Heard allegedly put her face inches away and screamed at her for requesting a higher salary. James also claimed Heard sent her incoherent, abusive text messages in the middle of the night. And in perhaps the most damaging testimony, she accused Heard of appropriating her personal story of assault and twisting it for her own use.
It was a standard procedure at this point. She was a very dramatic person.
The assistant testimonies didn't exist in isolation. They corroborated other evidence, text messages, audio recordings, patterns of behavior that painted a picture dramatically different from Heard's public statements.
Difficult, troubled, and inconsistent. I just drank on the job and stuff like that. And
the jury ultimately found Heard liable for defamation and awarded Depp over $10 million, and people agreed that the testimonies played a major role in the court case. I think this was one of the most crucial testimonies in this case. It really paints a clear picture of what Amber was like on a day-by-day basis and how badly she treated people who she saw as beneath her. Heard maintains she told the truth about experiencing abuse. She has supporters who point to evidence in her favor and criticize the trial's social media circus. But the assistant's accounts, delivered under oath, became pivotal in shifting public perception and legal outcomes. At this point, most people supported Depp. You know what's really infuriating about Amber? She's never held herself accountable for every evil thing she's done. Amber treated her assistants like Johnny Depp treated all of his assistants and staff with love and respect, which tells you all you need to know about someone. When the people paid to protect your image contradict you under oath, the damage becomes permanent, and the fallout doesn't stop there. Kanye West, now known as Ye, has over 50 million followers and a reputation for genius that's inseparable from controversy.
Cause look at Gaga, she's the creative director of Polaroid. I like some of the Gaga songs. Does she know about cameras?
The man who revolutionized hip-hop and fashion also became infamous for erratic behavior, anti-Semitic comments, and a working style that former employees described as absolute chaos.
Hey, I'm not gonna say what race, what people doctor, and what media went to. We know I can't say that.
Assistants and staff members who worked for Ye painted a picture of extreme demands, emotional volatility, impossible schedules, and sudden terminations without warning.
Kanye West's ex-personal assistant claims he fired her after he sent several graphic videos and texts. Lauren Piscata says she worked for Kanye for
lawsuits from former employees alleged hostile work environments, unpaid wages, and expectations that bordered on delusion. One assistant claimed being expected to manage round-the-clock demands, while Ye's public image spiraled.
Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers.
Because of free will, some people are saying you're controlling.
Leaked communications revealed assistants scrambling to contain damage, coordinate last-minute changes, and shield the outside world from the dysfunction happening behind closed doors. The accounts described a man whose creative vision demanded total submission from everyone around him. Assistants weren't just scheduling meetings, they were managing mental health crises, mediating family drama, and watching brand partnerships collapse in real time.
Just like that, when someone comes up and says something like, I am a god, everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was, a god.
When these insider accounts surfaced publicly, they accelerated Ye's fall from billionaire status to industry pariah. Adidas dropped him, Balenciaga cut ties. His net worth plummeted. The assistants who once protected his empire became witnesses to its collapse, and their descriptions of working for him made it clear that genius and toxicity had become impossible to separate. Kanye is an idiot, genius, happy and sad person at the same time. Kanye's publicist cries every time he opens his mouth. This dude is so controversial that he's become a joke by this point. And while Ye's chaos exploded in public, the next celebrity perfected control so well that almost nothing ever leaked until people started noticing the silence. Taylor Swift dominates social media with over 600 million combined followers, making her one of the most powerful celebrities on Earth. Her brand is built on authenticity, relatability, and a narrative of overcoming industry betrayal. But former team members and industry insiders have quietly revealed just how calculated that authenticity really is.
Listen to this. Taylor Swift's former personal assistant just leaked some shocking details about what she's really like.
Swift's operation runs on strict NDAs, controlled leaks, and assistants who manage every detail of her public image down to the smallest interaction. While assistants rarely speak publicly about working for her, the leaks that do emerge paint a picture of a meticulously engineered persona where nothing is accidental. From strategic breakup timing to carefully orchestrated feuds, insider accounts suggest assistants play a crucial role in maintaining the illusion of spontaneity, while every move is mapped out months in advance. The candid paparazzi shots, the organic social media moments, the perfectly timed album drops that coincide with cultural events. One of the reasons Swift's machine works so well is that her team almost never breaks ranks. The assistants who leave rarely talk. The ones who stay are rewarded with loyalty and career advancement.
After every concert, Taylor supposedly calls everyone backstage and yells at them.
But the silence itself tells a story. In an industry where disgruntled employees usually spill, Swift's operation remains airtight, which only makes people more curious about what's really happening behind the carefully curated curtain. Taylor knows exactly what she's doing. Being Taylor Swift must be fun. When authenticity becomes a brand, the people enforcing it become the most dangerous liability of all. Kim Kardashian has built over 350 million Instagram followers by selling her life as reality television, but former assistants expose just how much of that reality was scripted.
Dilly, stop. Okay, stop, you too. Okay, stop. Wait, no.
The Kardashian empire runs on the illusion of accessibility. The cameras are always rolling, the drama is always unfolding, and fans believe they're seeing the real, unfiltered lives of America's first family of fame.
Is that a plant? Pretty nice.
Yeah, they bonded. Well, aren't you fancy?
Except former Inner Circle staff revealed that assistants were orchestrating organic paparazzi sightings, staging emotional moments for maximum impact, and recreating scenes that allegedly happened off camera.
Stephanie also said that Kim has a hard time keeping friends because she thinks she's, quote, better than everyone else.
If you're enjoying these behind-the-scenes stories, take a second to subscribe. It helps us keep uncovering the moments celebrities never want you to see. Assistants allegedly managed the timing of scandals, controlled narrative leaks, and ensured that even the most private moments served the larger branding strategy.
According to Stephanie, she is so vain that she has staff remove plants or objects if they're in the way of a mirror.
When assistants left the operation, fragments of the machine started slipping through. Industry insiders confirmed that very little of the Kardashian reality was actually real. It was a production, and the assistants were both the crew and the keepers of secrets.
This is what a source said, and that source also told the Mirror it's a well-oiled machine with 3 nannies moving around the house, bringing the kids in for a quick Snapchat with mom.
The genius of the Kardashian operation is that even when people know it's manufactured, they keep watching.
Bob here? Bobby? Oh my God.
This season is a whole different beast.
You better watch out.
But the assistants who helped build the illusion also hold the power to destroy it, which is why loyalty is rewarded generously, and betrayal is met with legal consequences. But to fans, the Kardashians seems to have outlasted everything that's been thrown to them. Kardashians really passed the test of time. I love their way of planning family events, and the way they interact with each other. Reality TV may be fake, but the consequences of breaking silence are very real, especially when the boss controls billions. Elon Musk has over 210 million followers on X alone and runs multiple companies simultaneously while publicly melting down on social media.
Power. I don't care.
So you just don't care.
Former assistants and executive aides described working for Musk as a masterclass in chaos management, late-night calls, contradictory instructions, mood swings that could derail entire projects.
We want to work for 168 hours a day. I said,
Assistants weren't just organizing schedules, they were acting as human shields between Musk and the rest of the world.
Elon is hitting golf balls at him and cackling.
Leaked emails and insider accounts revealed assistants working around the clock to execute Musk's rapidly changing visions while managing the fallout from his increasingly erratic public behavior.
People ask me, is he a megalomaniac? Is he deranged?
One day, they're coordinating a rocket launch. The next, they're doing damage control after he tweets something, or does an act that tanks Tesla's stock.
Elon Musk fired his 12-year-long assistant in the most savage way.
The human cost of working for someone with that much power and that little filter became clear through these accounts. Burnout, stress, the impossible task of trying to protect someone who seems determined to self-destruct while simultaneously running companies worth hundreds of billions of dollars.
Man, I'm just struggling to find meaning in life here, and then I read Hitchhikers.
And when you hear people speak of Elon, you hear such differing opinions. Power. He's a very dangerous person. Yes, Elon Musk is still working, but not like most of us. We work to survive. He works by choice, to build power, create impact, and leave a legacy. Big difference. Elon is literally the world's most powerful 15-year-old. Musk's assistants didn't just expose dysfunction, they exposed the private price of genius at the highest level of power. Johnny Depp has tens of millions of followers and a career resurrection story built on assistant testimony. During his defamation trial against Amber Heard, Depp's assistants became key witnesses describing his behavior, substance use, and the dynamics of his relationship with Heard. Text messages between Depp's assistant and Heard were used as evidence, revealing real-time communications about alleged incidents. The assistants testified about what they saw, what they heard, and what they were asked to manage. Their accounts, combined with audio recordings and other evidence, shaped the jury's perception and ultimately contributed to Depp's legal victory.
So your email to him, to Mr. Duders, your personal assistant.
Assistants in high-profile relationships become unintentional documentarians. They're CC'd on emails. They're in the room when arguments happen. They know the timelines, the inconsistencies, and the private truths that contradict public statements. And when those relationships end in court, the assistants end up on the stand, turning private observations into public record. Through the trial, everyone seemed to have their unique opinions on Johnny Depp. As famous as he is, Johnny is kind to everyone. No matter their looks or stage in life, he talks to everyone as an equal. It's rare to see that in someone so famous. Johnny Depp is the only person who could laugh in court without getting in trouble. I remember when Depp destroyed a hotel room and blamed it on an armadillo. Celebrities are nuts. In Depp's case, assistant testimony helped tip the scales of public opinion and legal judgment in his favor. Their behind-the-scenes knowledge became the difference between career death and comeback. Prince Andrew, member of the British royal family with limited but significant public following, saw his denials demolished by his own staff.
Claims that out of all of the royals that he catered for, Prince Andrew was difficult and more demanding than...
Royal aides and assistants became crucial witnesses in investigations surrounding Andrew's relationship with Jeffrey Epstein.
Took that photograph. It wasn't as far as...
Their emails, schedules, and cooperation with authorities contradicted official palace statements, and Andrew's own claims about not remembering meetings or locations.
Per night, there's thought to be thousands, possibly hundreds of thousands of more pieces of information.
The assistants knew where Andrew was, who he met with, and what he claimed not to recall. Their detailed records and testimony made it impossible for Andrew to maintain his version of events.
The island was really a cesspool. There's no question about it. Just ask Prince Andrew. He'll tell you about it.
Palace staff don't typically break ranks, but when legal investigations demand cooperation, even royal assistants must choose between loyalty and truth. But what do people really think about Andrew? Prince Andrew's memory works like his sweat glands, selective. Andrew needs to be taken out of the line of succession, period. Andrew, what an embarrassment to the royal family. Andrew's assistants didn't need to give tabloid interviews. Their meticulous record-keeping and sworn statements did more damage than any headline could. When your own calendar proves you're lying, no amount of royal privilege can save your reputation. Every celebrity has someone protecting their image, until they can't anymore. Assistants see what cameras never catch, and hear what PR buries forever. In the next video, we expose even more celebrities whose carefully crafted personas collapse when insiders finally speak. Once you know the truth, fame never looks the same again.